Hi everyone, it's Carly from Unzip Fashion Connections, and today I'm going to walk you through how you can find your niche product in the fashion industry. So, finding your niche is going to be fundamental to your success, I promise you, because if you find a niche, you are actually isolating something that is unique that somebody else is not doing. So, therefore, it's an opportunity, it's a gap in the market, and you are going to be the one to fill it. So if you achieve that, you're going to have an eager audience waiting for you because no one else is doing it. You're going to have a product that technically is going to sell itself because, again, it's so eagerly waited for, it's in demand. So finding something that's unique is really going to be important to your success right now and in the future. So, how you do this is pretty much a step by step process. So, the first one starts with you need a starting point. And a starting point can simply be you once went out to find something and it wasn't available. Therefore, it's a personal starting point. Or you've got a pain point, something again that's annoyed you before, therefore, it's a gap in the market. So, you need a starting point. You need something to go forward and validate. So, find that first. The next step is to actually start to analyze this, to actually work out that is that thing that annoyed me one time, is that actually a good enough idea? So, for example, you would take something like, I wanted to find plus wear swimwear, plus size swimwear, and you couldn't find it one day. So that's your starting point. So pretty much what you need to do next is actually run it through keyword tools that will actually present data to you that will tell you how often that is searched for every single month. And what these tools are analyzing are the likes of Google, YouTube, and Amazon. So they are the top search engines, so literally the most important. So let's say plus size swimwear, you put it into a tool like Uber Suggest, Google keywords, so links that I've put on the screen, and it will throw out information. So it will say it's searched X amount of times per month. It will give you analysis about how much competition there is and how much it would cost you to go after that term in terms of marketing spend. So, what you're looking for is a term, a product type that's actually in high volume search with low competition. That's the absolute dream. So, for example, if plus size swimwear is searched loads, but there's really high competition, how can you whittle that down? So, could it be specifically plus size swimsuits? Or could it be plus size swimsuits in Australia? So pretty much play around with this. This is an exercise that you can literally do for quite a few hours, and it's recommended. And you can whittle down into suggestive phrases, suggestive product types, and really try and find that high volume and low competition keyword, which technically is your product category. Because what that's going to present to you is a product that is not being produced well clearly enough, because there's loads of people searching for it every single month. There's high demand, there's people eagerly waiting for this product. Therefore, if you produce it, you pretty much have already got an audience that's waiting for you. So that's why keyword research is so fundamental to finding your niche, to finding that opportunity in the market. So pretty much once you've done that, the next phase is to actually then be like, okay, I've got this opportunity, I've got this gap in the market, the data told me, who are my competitors? So when you're looking at competitors, this is something that you should be doing all the time. So for every new channel you go on, every new market, every new product launch, and what you're looking at is your like for like competitors, looking at their product, you're looking at their pricing, you're looking at their social media, you're looking at the channels that they're selling on. So pretty much what are they doing well at that you could be inspired by, but what aren't they doing very well at that presents opportunities to you? So if they're failing on their pricing because they've got lots of comments on their Instagram posts to say you're too expensive, that suggests to you that that product could be done more affordable. So really look at your competitors and really seek the gaps, seek the opportunities, and that will then help you to evolve this product that you have found that's in demand. It will help you to really evolve this and to niche even more, to pretty much take the advantage on your competitors. So once you've done that, you'll really now start to have quite like a unique product. You still need to keep going to really check that you have a niche. So other factors can be, what market and channels are you wanting to launch on? So say if you're in Australia, are you wanting to just launch as a pure play e-tailer? So that means on online only, your own website. Or are you considering omnichannel? And within omnichannel, are you considering things like click and collect? Are you considering partnering with unique retailers or different concepts that will help you to build this omnichannel strategy? So why that is a niche is, are your competitors doing that? Is anyone else even doing that? Will you be first to market offering this unique logistic operation, for example? Or will you be first to market offering a way for customers to purchase your products in a different way? So really, again, it's not always just about the product that will niche you. It's also about how you choose to sell it. How can you be unique in your sales method that will put you aside from the rest and put you ahead of your competition? So other factors are pricing. So pricing I touched on, that's something you should look on in your competitive analysis, but also pricing can be a niche. So again, how are you going to bundle? How are you going to sell your product? Are you going to do, create a product that is actually sold in multi-packs, that is actually sold always in some special offer? Or within the pricing way that you're selling it, are you always going to sell a product that's circular? So it's always sold, that will then be returned back to you and the customer will then get credit again. Can you think of a sustainable circular way to do this, which is all in one purchase price? So that again could be a way that you could niche in the market. And another one, a final one, is once you have done all of this research, so the market's told you so, your competitors have told you so, etc., the final most important fact to actually check in on is to actually ask your audience. So from the very beginning, you would have had an idea of who your audience is, because you would have chosen women's wear, or you've chosen plus size, or you would have chosen that you're launching in Australia. So already you're starting to whittle down your audience. So you will know who your audience is, but that's also an extremely important separate lesson. And I have a really good blog on my website, which will cover that. So what you need to do in this final step is to ask your audience. So this is a validation. So you can do all the research you want, but the final most critical thing is, will your audience actually buy it? So back to the keyword research, if there's demand for it, if you're answering the pain points of your audience. So another way to check that when you're validating is to go on forums, to actually hang out where your target audience hangs out, and to pose questions to this audience, to be like, I've got this, idea, or I've got this product. What do you think about it? Or would you buy it? Asking questions. You're trying to get a committal answer, which is pretty much them getting their wallet out and saying, hell yeah. So validation, ask in forums, go find your audience and speak to them, do quizzes, do surveys, and incentivize them. So make it a competition, make it actually, worth their while to actually give you feedback. So once you have completed all of those steps, that will help you to actually find your niche in the market. And I promise you, if you do this, it really will set your business up to actually make waves in this competitive market. Because unfortunately nowadays, being a sustainable women's wear brand or a sustainable menswear brand, sustainability now isn't a niche. It's not unique enough unless you're doing something that is different to everybody else. You're not just using organic cotton. You're actually doing a product, a material that's, again, no one else is using, that's recycling some funky different component and making it back into fabric. So again, Stretch your imagination, stretch your skill sets, and really do the research to find what your niche is in the market, because it will set you aside from everybody else. And it should technically help you to self-sell your product. It should sell itself because there's demand for it. There's somebody eagerly waiting for your product to launch. So if you want any more tips and advice to do with how to find your niche, please get in touch. I'm always there for questions. All my information's on the screen, and I'll speak to you soon. Thank you so much. Bye.